Now, I do this like well, first of all, I have to give you some very serious Hollywood direction. Are you guys ready for your very serious Hollywood direction? I have to teach you how to use scissors because people see a box and they see scissors and believe it or not, they do this. And I go, what are you doing? And they're going, opening a box. Well, you don't want to open a box like that if it says fragile, exactly. You want to hold the scissor like a box cutter, and then you want to cut from the bottom like this, like a box cutter. And the reason why we're cutting from the bottom is because after you guys leave, I run a museum, I have to catalog all the items and put them into the museum correctly. So I need the labels for later for cataloging. So I need to know what went in what box and where it came from for cataloging the museum. And speaking of the labels, you don't want to read the label and go, hi, this came from Bob Smith of 1313 Mockingbird Lane, because Bob Smith may not want his entire address and everything all over the world. And of course, 1313 Mockingbird Lane is the address of?
The Addams Family.
Oh my God, you're good. Well, you're close. Actually, that's what I thought it was. The first year, I mean, it's an unboxing. It's not rocket science. It's an unboxing. Who cares? It's all for fun. But so for the first year, I said the Addams Family is a joke. Then I thought, wait, maybe I'm giving people fake news. I should look this up and see if it's actually the Addams Family address. And I found out, oh my God, it's not the Addams Family address. But why do we remember it so well from our childhoods? Because it's actually the other TV show.
The Munsters?
Yes, it's the Munsters address. I was like, oh my God, I thought it was the
What do they call that when you think it's one thing? Yes, thank you.
What?
What? The Mandela effect.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Where it's like you remember something and it has to be that way and you remember it, but that's actually not right. But that's what you would recognize and more people recognize of it.
Yeah, so I found, and actually those TV shows came out at the same time around 1962, believe it or not, so it's before all of our time. But yeah, so then I thought, what is the Addams Family address then? So I looked it up, it's actually 13 Cemetery Lane. Originally it's 13 Adams Lane, but then they changed it to 13 Cemetery Lane. So now I have to make sure to correct you people because the Munsters and the Addams Family, their mail was getting mixed up because of me. So I have to make sure you guys get it right. 1313 Mockingbird Lane is the address of and 13 Cemetery Lane is the address of
Addams Family.
Good, because you don't want to get someone like Uncle Fester angry or Lurch. You really don't want to get Lurch angry. He's a big guy. So the next thing I have to add is, oh yes, when I say, hi, I'm Denny Daniel and I'm here with, you could just say your first names. You don't have to give me your social security numbers and your bank account numbers. But if you do decide to give me your social security and bank account numbers, tell me first before them. It's only fair. So I'm Denny Daniel and I'm here with
Taylor, Josephine, Alice, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Wow, that's cool. Oh, cool names. So and I'm Denny Daniel from the Museum of Interesting Things. They're going to do their very first unboxing, and you guys came from the Scouts, right? So excellent. So, which we're very, very proud of. So I do this like a 42nd Street shell game. Now I'm a born and raised New Yorker and I remember the 42nd Street shell games where you would show up and a guy showed up with 3 shells and he would put a quarter under one of the shells and then he mixed them up. And if you guessed which one had the quarter, you'd win something. The only difference here is I don't have 3 shells. There isn't a quarter under any of my boxes and you win nothing. So ethically, it's exactly like a New York shell game. But there is one similarity. I am going to mix up the boxes. So here is me mixing up the boxes. Are you guys confused? Yes? Good, because otherwise I would have to do this all day long. All right, so each one of you gets to pick a box to open. Go ahead, everyone pick one box to open.
No, it has a film in it.
Wait, which one? Do you want to switch? Are you good? Yes? Okay, so hold on, let me pass out the scissors. Yeah, switch. You have to go with your heart. There you go, there's your scissor. There's your scissor. There's your scissor. There's your scissor. And there's your scissor. I gave you this tiny scissor, I'm so sorry. Nick, you deserved a big scissor for that big box, ironically. So go ahead, open up your boxes. This isn't like a 4-part mini series. You guys got to crowd in because we don't see it. There you go. Let me help you with this one.
Yeah.
Because I can see that it's actually not where you're cutting it all. here. This is a weird box. This one is there. Scissors are there, but you know. What you want to do is use it like a box cutter and then cut it much. Your scissors are like ridiculous as you say that. Taylor, let me help you out of the water. Do that.
Selfish giant. Again, how do they?
Oh my God. So what's your name again? Brooklyn? Brooklyn, this is The Selfish Giant. Do you know who wrote this? This is an adaptation of Oscar Wilde's book, The Selfish Giant. How cool is that? So that's really cool. Oh, hold on. For some reason, the sound is saying something weird. Getting sound. Let me fix that and make sure that it is getting sound. Nice and loud. There we go. Ta-da. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm going to move you over that way just a bit. Excellent. Okay, so you opened up The Selfish Giant. That's over here, right? That's an Oscar Wilde. It's an animation from, I think, the 80s or something of Oscar Wilde. And then this one is another film. Let's see what film this is. Let me get my glasses on. How do they make tennis balls? Do you play tennis? Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna have to learn. This is, and you're not gonna believe who's in this. Woody Allen's in this, and a whole bunch of other famous stars are in this. So I thought it was kind of funny and cute, that film. So that's how did we make tennis balls. And then you opened up a film also. There's a lot of films today. Okay. Oh, what's your name?
Josephine.
Josephine. The Cleanliness Film. Are you very clean? Okay, well now you'll be even cleaner. You'll learn how. This is part of my manners films. We have a whole show on like 1950s up to 1980s manners, and it's so cheesy and funny. So this one's a very, very cool one. Oh my God, Nick, you opened up an Edison Cylinder. That whole box was one record? Get out of here, really?
It might not have been.
No, no, I don't think I bought two at a time. So this may actually be just one record. How crazy is that? So let me find out the name of it. This one is called I Would Still Love You. It's a love song one. We're going to be doing an Edison love story using wax and celluloid cylinders. So this is going to be a star of that show. So this is a really cool one. And then the last but not least, this one here, Taylor. And let's see what it is. Oh my God, these are bloopers. Oh, you're going to love this. These are bloopers of Laughin. These are the Laughin bloopers from 1969 to 1970s. You don't know the TV show Laughin because most of us weren't born for this or weren't alive or young for this. But it was a very, very funny TV show that was a comedy show. And when I saw some of the clips of the bloopers, I couldn't tell which were bloopers and which were TV because that show was so darn funny that it's actually pretty, that the bloopers seem like it could be real. But this is another holy grail item. Oh, they're all like cool items for the museum. And now you guys are museum curators too. That's my show. Thank you. So let's say bye to the world. Bye world.